Hi, thanks for watching. My name is Caitlin Roberts and I'm the marketing lead here at Team Medical. In this video, I'm going to talk about our order approval hierarchy system. This system helps streamline ordering with configurable workflows. Let's jump into a bit of an overview. What is it? In a nutshell, this is an ordering system that processes orders through approval tiers before fulfillment. In a typical setup, we have admin users and we also have standard users. The standard users are the ones who place the orders, and the admin users then review and approve the orders. There's a lot of different ways that we can configure this, but before we dive into that, let's look at how it works. It starts with the standard user creating the order. The system then checks if the order requires approval. If the order does require approval, a pending order is then created. A notification is sent to the admin user via their email to check the order. The admin user then logs into the online portal and checks the order. At this time, they can modify quantities and remove products, but they cannot add any products. If the admin user chooses to approve the order is then sent to Team Medical for processing. If the admin user doesn't approve the order, the pending order is cancelled, and then the standard user must place a new order from scratch. Say at the time that the order doesn't require any approval process, the order is sent straight to Team Medical for processing. Now let's talk a bit about the approval capabilities and how they can be set up. There are many different ways these can be set up. The approvals can be triggered based on the type of product that is being ordered. We can also set up multi-level approvals. For example, if you'd like to check equipment orders by a practice manager and then by a practice owner, this is an option. Budgets are also an option. We can set this up so the value varies per month. Budgets can also be specific to the product type. Say if you can only want to spend $500 on consumables per month, this is an option. Let's take a quick look at how the budgeting looks for a standard user. On the left, we have a product type specific budget. This is what would look like if the user had set budgets for product types. On the right, the standard user has a combined budget. Budget amounts are calculated by a calendar month, and the figures include orders that have been invoiced for the current month, any unprocessed or back orders, and whatever is currently in their shopping cart. So they'll know at the time of order if they're going to go over budget and it needs to be improved. Let's have a look at some configuration types that are available. The first one is all orders. In this case, anytime the standard user placed an order, it would then go to the admin order user for approval. The next type is budget only. Here they would have a monthly spend limit. Once they go over this spend limit, any orders placed by the standard user would then be sent to the admin user for approval before processing. The next type is product type. Here we're not looking at budget, we're just looking at what the type of product is. For example, all equipment orders would be sent for approval. The next example configuration is product and budget type. Here, it's where you have a specific budget for a specific product type. So for example, this practice has a budget of $1,000 per month to spend on consumables. Once they go over this threshold, all consumable orders are sent for approval. Finally, we have the combined product type budget. Here you can combine multiple product types into one budget. For example, this practice has a budget of $1,500 per month to spend on either general vaccines or consumables. Once they spend over $1,500 on both of those product types, all orders would be sent to the admin user for approval. We also have a few additional features outside of the order approval hierarchy system that customers have told us helps them to manage budgets and the stock in their practices. The first one of these is order forms. We can set up endless custom order forms. These could be based on ordering for a specific room in your practice, such as the treatment room, or for specific product types such as wound care. Another popular option is approved product lists. We can limit the amount of products that are available to order. For example, we sell lots of different gloves. We can limit the options to one specific brand. Now let's jump in and take a look at our order approval hierarchy system in action. Here we have the admin portal dashboard. If I was the admin user and logged in, this is what I would see. At the top, it has my name and my business name. And then to the right of that, I have a summary of the orders that currently require approval. Down the bottom, I have a list of the standard users or accounts that I am the admin user for. At any stage, if I want to log in as that user, I can by clicking on the Access Account button. Say if I have lots of different accounts that I look after, I can use the search accounts to find the account easily. In this case, I know that postcode is 4178, and here now I only see that account. I can then reset that quite easily just by backspacing. But let's have a look at the orders approval screen. So if we click here, we can view the approvals. So here they are. These are all the ones that are pending approval. Here I have all, if there's any orders that I approve, they will sit here. And then any orders that haven't been approved will also sit in this table. Let's have a look at this first order. So what I would do is I would click on here, and I can see that this is the order. It gives me a summary of why it's come into approval here. So for this account, the limit is $200, but I've spent way over that this month. Here, okay, so I can see what they had put in the cart, and I don't want to approve this order. Here I would put in my name and the comments. This order is not approved as this item is not required at this time. This can be seen by the standard user. I'm now going to hit the disapprove button and click OK. You can see here that this order has now been disapproved. Let's have a look at another order. I click on the order. I can see here what the account number is and who it's for. Also at this stage, if I want to add a PO number, I can do that. Here, I have my quantities. And I only want to order one at this time. And I would hit update quantities. Oh, but now I can see that I would be charged freight for this order, which I don't want to happen. So I am going to change that to 2. And update the quantities again. Now I'm no longer paying freight for this. I would then write my name in here, and I'm going to put order approved